ebitunga bingi bino bantu. Okay. Tandikene Kajubi yabuze ebibuuzo omutwalo mulamba. Maybe I'll first respond in English, then I can translate. The money we spend daily seems to be the same as that which will be spent on regional seatings. The difference here is, Mr. Kajubi, is that the money for the regional seatings will be in addition to what we already spend, because we are paid on a monthly basis for the work that we do. But you see, to go to Gulu, to go to Mbarara, there will be extra payment per diem, there will be transport and all those logistics, yeah? So that 5 billion is different from that other money which you're quoting. That's why we are opposed to it. We are saying this extra is not necessary. We are already paid to sit here in plenary and deliberate. Let's sit here and deliberate so that people's matters are addressed. So it's not like it's going to be transferred from this budget and, you know, transposed onto the other. It is an extra, and we are saying this extra is not justifiable. I hope that point is clear. Shall we refund the money for per diem when it is sent? You see, Parliament is at least supposed to be very organized. We have an accountability office in this institution. So whether it be a trip inland or out of the country, the money gets to your account. When you do not make it for that trip, because you see, when Parliament moves, or in this case, or a committee, you're supposed to hand in a register of attendance, who attended. If it is an abroad trip, you're meant to hand in boarding passes. But if it is an inland one, there will be an attendance list of the members who attended. So what happens is, that list is given to the accountability office by the technical people. And whoever is not on that list, at the next month's salary, that money is deducted. That's how it's supposed to operate automatically. Yeah, so that one is not a worry at all. If that money is sent to our accounts, we shall not attend, so we shall not be on the attendance list. The Accountability Office of Parliament, which is an office in this building, is supposed to automatically deduct that money from our next month's salary. Automatically. So that should not be a problem at all. Of course, yes, sometimes they can delay, and then member can say, now that they have delayed, let me withdraw and take it back. Yeah? But ideally, that is not even supposed to arise. It is supposed to be an automatic deduction. So that is not a problem at all. Other issues on which money is spent, what scale do we use to determine which is bad? Like I'm saying, some things logically, you think about them and it does not make any logical sense. Because we already have a plenary where we meet. We have committees that should be going out to meet the people. Let me also respond to the question of who are saying, why do you fear to meet the people? But we are always with our people. What do you mean? We always go and meet them. And by the way, in this case, we're not even going to meet the people, because the 529 MPs will be whichever part of the region, whether in a hotel or in a playfield, but within a tent. It will not be accessed by the area locals. It's not going to be a rally. So no one should lie to you that we are going to meet the people. It is the house. It will be chambers, the way it operates. So strangers are not allowed in chambers. So the speaker makes a proclamation and says, this place is now Parliament of Uganda. So any non-member is a stranger, they are not allowed there. So it is even not true that we are going out there to meet with the people as if it's a rally or some kind of consultative thing. No, that's what committees of Parliament do. And we are saying, let's empower committees to do that job. You also asked, responding to Sona, yet we didn't attend. Yeah, but you see, we made very clear what we are going to stay away from. That doesn't mean that we don't produce an alternative State of the Nation address. In fact, what I presented the other day was not just a response to Mr. Museveni's speech. No, we were saying that this is the true state of our nation. This is the true state of our economy. This is the true state of issues of service delivery, corruption, healthcare, infrastructure, and so on. So it's important. No one can take that away from me just because I did not attend the other sitting. No. We need to tell Ugandans the true state, and that's what we did in our own. It's actually an alternative State of the Nation address. And if you listened, I was not just responding, even though I got a copy of the booklet of his speech, I wasn't just responding to the issues he raised, because there are many other critical issues he didn't talk about. Me, I raised them because, as far as we are concerned, they are part of our state as a nation. So I hope that responds to that. The new building. I have raised this matter severally, and maybe this is an opportunity to raise it again as a red flag. That new parliament building was supposed to be completed. The first time was 2019. They pushed the date 2 years. They keep pushing it ahead. Now, in the meantime, Parliament spends billions of shillings to rent Kingdom, Development House, Queen's Chambers, billions every year to rent. And yet, the building of Parliament should have been completed. Would you blame anyone who imagines that maybe the owners of some of these structures, they are in cahoots with some decision makers to make sure the new building of Parliament does not get completed? Because once that new building gets completed, those people are not in business. We will not be paying the billions we pay to Kingdom every year or to Queen's Chambers, because it is billions every year. So your guess is as good as mine. Perhaps why that new Parliament building has delayed. Because once it is completed, somebody is out of business in terms of billions of shillings. So it is obvious. And like I keep saying, no wonder where these decisions are to be taken, some of us are kept out because they know our stand on some of these things. I don't see why we should be spending billions upon billions of shillings every year to rent, and yet the new chambers of Parliament, the new building of Parliament should have been completed. So it cannot be an excuse of there is no money to finish that building, but you have billions that you're using to rent on an annual basis. How did we determine the 5 billion shillings? I may not attend commission meetings, but I sit in this building called Parliament. So we do get information. But also, if my figure is not accurate, then let the Speaker, who chairs the Parliamentary Commission, come out and tell the nation the true figure, just in case the one I've shared is not the correct one. I think I've thrown the challenge at them, because from my sources, this is the figure that I have gotten, because I'm not invited to these meetings, but I have sources that give me information. So the sources have given me this figure of 5 billion shillings. But if the Speaker or anyone wants to say that my figure is not accurate, then let them tell us the accurate figure with the records and documents, so that it becomes clear. Somebody asked, am I jealous that decisions are made without me? I don't have to be jealous. I'm the leader of the opposition. I am a member of the Parliamentary Commission. So it's not a question of, I also want to attend that meeting. No, I am a legal member of that commission. So I'm not just dying to attend the meeting or that kind of thing. No, I am a member of the commission, and I'm supposed to sit in that commission where these decisions are taken. Because problematic decisions are taken. And the people out there are saying, but what kind of decisions are these? So I am demanding by right, as a member of this commission. Do you get allowances for commission meetings? I get a responsibility allowance as leader of the opposition for those tasks. Anything else that happens in the commission, I don't know, because I don't attend those meetings. So I don't even know if there is a meeting allowance that now you have attended this meeting, sign here for this allowance. I don't even know, because I've not attended one single commission meeting. Is the boycott as NUP or the entire opposition? The shadow cabinet where this resolution was passed is comprised of all opposition parties. They are all represented. Of course, whenever such decisions are taken, even when we said will not be at the State of the Nation address or budget speech, there will be a few people who will say, for me, I will still go. That's okay. Those ones will always be there. But good enough, we have explained to the people why we are staying away. So if your MP attends, maybe ask them to help you understand how that 5 billion shillings has benefited you. I hope they will be able to explain that. Some may benefit in that area. You see, when you say some may benefit, yes. For example, if it is a hotel going to be hired, the owner of the hotel is going to benefit. Has the entire region benefited? I mean, such a statement is similar to the one that was made in Luengo. That you see, it is okay for you to steal as long as you share with your voters. That's what the Speaker of Parliament said. In other words, she was saying stealing is not very bad because it benefits a few people. Yes, of course it benefits a few people. Benefits you who has stolen and the few that you share with. Does that make it good? Because when you steal, you're going to share with a few people. Your guess is as good as mine. Mischarge, because somebody was saying legally, you cannot transfer money. If this money was allocated for this activity, it can't be transferred to, for example, medical interns. I don't know what law you're quoting. Because those decisions are made by Parliament. And we are saying Parliament should make those decisions. Yeah, I mean, when the budget was passed and it was returned, it is the same Parliament that sat. So Parliament has got those powers to say, but now medical interns have got to be deployed. And there can be options. Either let's pass a supplementary budget for that to be taken care of, or we can go through a process to reallocate money from A to B, because those powers we have as Parliament. So what we are talking about is not strange. That you see now, if this money is not spent, you'll be breaking the law. We are the ones who make those decisions. How do you disown decisions that will be taken in these different regional settings? Well, many decisions are taken even when we are present here, and we still disagree with them because of the manner in which they are taken when we are present. And we say, Madam Speaker, here you have not followed the law. What you've done is wrong. And some decisions have actually ended up in court. Honorable Zake was censured, and he went to court and he won. So, whether we are present or not, if a decision taken is wrong, it remains a wrong decision. Issa was asking, can we use these opportunities to meet with the people? Like I said, we always connect with our people, but this particular sitting, it is not a rally that we are going to meet, it's a sitting of Parliament. Strangers will not be allowed in Parliament. So no one should deceive you that we are going out there to meet with all the people in that area, listen to, no, it's a sitting of Parliament. All right? Strangers are not allowed in Parliament. There might be a few invited to be in the gallery, but even those in the gallery, they don't submit in a sitting of Parliament. You people cover Parliament, you know how we operate here. So the only difference is that we shall be in a different place, but it will still be a sitting of Parliament. What will you do to those who attend? Again, like I've said, we are handing them over to their people, those who will choose. Hopefully you will explain to your people that these 5 billion shillings that has been spent in each of these different regions, it benefits them. They will have that task. Because me, I cannot, the people of Nakara West will not understand it. No, they will not. So a member who will wish to attend, hopefully they will convince their people that this 5 billion has benefited you this way. Cyril was saying, wasn't this money passed? One, many things are passed. And we don't always have to agree with every one of them. But number two, again, we have raised this point severally. That many times people will pretend and say, this issue was passed, similar to the service award. Because I challenged those who were saying that this service award money was passed by Parliament. I said, you show me a document. Because you see, the passing of budgets by Parliament is not just Lugambo. It is documents. And I've tasked, up to now, by the way, no one has showed me a document which shows we passed that money of service award. So it is similar. When you say, this was passed and that kind of thing. Sometimes there might be a lump sum and they just pick from that and they use it. But regardless, let's do the right thing. Very lunaku Parliament esasanya sente nyingi. So kyekimu bwe tugenda eggulu. Si kyekimu. Ez'okusasanya nga tugenze eggulu, embalala, embaale, ate ezo ziba zeeyongerako bweyongezi. Kubanga bwe ngambye already tufuna omusaala. Kyovudula bangamba tutuule wano mu seeteeserezo yaffe tuteese. Kubanga already tusasulwa. Naye kati bwe tuba bagenda eggulu, embaale, embalala. Kuba kweyongerako eza transport, ababaka bonna, baminisita, abakozi, baddiema w'okusula kubanga kubeereyo ddala okumala ennaku kumpi wiiki nnamba. Kati ebyo byonna biba byeyongerako. So kyanjawulo si kyekimu. Toyinza gamba nti bye bimu kubanga tebifaanagana. Sente tunaazizaayo nga ziteekeddwa ku accounts zaffe. Nga mbagambye nti Parliament erina office gye tuyita accountability office. Office eyo yateekebwawo okulungamya ensonga zino nti omubaka oba staff member bw'aba atambudde oba wabweru wa ggwanga oba mu ggwanga alina okuwa accountability eyo. Bw'oba otambudde wabweru wa ggwanga oleeta boarding passes nti bw'oba omaze ennaku ntono kwezo wali olina okumalayo kyekola kyokka boarding pass eba eraga. Era nga ssente ezo zirina okutemebwako ku musaala gwo ogw'omwezi oguddako. Ne bwe kuba kutambula nti kakati bwe tuba bagenda eggulu oba embalala wabeerawo attendance. Kakati ffe abataabeereyo ku attendance tetujja kubeerako. Kati kiba kitegeeza ssente ezo bwe banaaziteeka ku akawunti yaffe omwezi oguddako accountability office eyo eba erina kuzitemako. Kubanga ku attendance list tetujja kubeerako. So kati kibeera automatic. Of course oluusi ng'omubaka oyinza bwe balwawo mwezi ogumu ne guyita ogwokubiri nga tebazigyeko oyinza ogamba kale kanzi withdrawing zitwaleyo. Naye kirina kubeera automatic. Yensonga lwaki tulina office namba erina n'abakozi gye tuyita accountability office. Kirina kubeera automatic ekintu ekyo. Ensonga endala tugamba tutya nti kino kikyamu oba kino si kikyamu. N'omwana omuto ebintu ebimu aba abiraba nti kakati kino kyo kikyamu. Bw'ogamba nti ogenda kusasanya obuwumbi 5 eggulu, obuwumbi 5 embalala, 5 embaale, 5 obulala wano mu Central Region, toyina ngeri gy'okinnyonnyola ne kikola amakulu eri abantu. Tekikola makulu ago. So kyovudde olaba tugamba nti kikyamu. State of the Nation address tetwaliyo naye ate ne tuteeka mu response. Okusookera ddala twababuulira kiki tutagenda kukola nti tujja kubeerayo. Naye totujjaako right yakubeera ne alternative state of the nation address. In fact eno si just kuddamu eri eya Mwami Museveni. Twali tulambika nti ebyaddala ebituufu eggwanga lyaffe liri bwe riti. Kubanga oli aba alina engeri, of course copy twazifuna. Naye ffe kitukakatako okulambika eggwanga obulungi nti ddala eno ye state ey'eggwanga lyaffe gye tulimu. Ekizimbe ekipya obuzibu we buli era tugezaako kinoonyerezaako. Ekizimbe kya Parliament ekipya kyali kirina kuggwa 2019 ne bongezaayo emyaka 2 ne bongezaayo emirala. Kati tukyali awo. Buli mwaka Parliament esaasaanya obuwumbi ku Kingdom, esaasaanya obuwumbi obulala ku Queen's Chambers n'awalala. Wetupangisa Parliament wepangisa ababaka okubeera n'ezi office n'abakozi. Ekyo tekyali baddewo singa ekizimbe kya Parliament ekipya kyaggwa dda. Kati ekyo kikulaga nti okusookera ddala obuzibu bw'ekizimbe kya Parliament okuggwa si nti tewali ssente, kubanga waliwo obuwumbi Parliament bwekozesa okupangisa. Kakati kikulaga nti obuulyawo waliwo ekkobaani, omuntu bw'ateebereza nti waliwo ekkobaani wakati w'abannannyini bizimbe ebyo n'abakulu wano, okulaba nti ekizimbe ekyo tekiggwa bali basigale nga bali mu bizinesi. Omuntu oyo toyinza munenya bw'alowooza bw'atyo, kubanga ekizimbe bwe kiggwa nga tetukyapangisa eri oli aba takyalina bizinesi. Kati oba oli awo nabo balina emizannyo gye bazannya okulaba nti embeera esigalawo bwetyo tewali kyamaanyi kigenda maaso, naye nga tusaasaanya obuwumbi eri. So tuyinza gamba nti tewali ssente. Omuntu yali kitegedde nti kale tewali ssente, ekizimbe kiruddewo okuggwa, naye ate buli mwaka osaasaanya obuwumbi okupangisa yonna gye tupangisa. Kati ndowooza n'omwana omuto aba akiraba nti wano wateekwa okubanga waliwo omuzannyo ogutategeerekeka. Yes, twategeere tutya nti obuwumbi buli 5. Yes, newankubadde tebampita mu commission meetings, ntuula mu kizimbe kino, so information tugifuna. So source yange yampadde information eno nti obuwumbi 5, naye nsomooza speaker oba omuntu yenna bw'aba takkaanya na figa nze gye njogedde batubuulire entuufu, bagitubuulire nti Ssenyonyi obuwumbi 5 bwe yayogedde nedda si kituufu, actually buli 7. Tulindiridde, mpulira bubi nti olwokubanga tebampita mu ebiteeso bino ebimu biyisibwa nga siriiwo. Si just kuwulira bubi, naye etteeka kirigamba nina okubeera mu commission meetings, si just kunyumirwa. So siyinza kubeera nti mpulira obujja, mpulira bubi nga tebampise. Si kivulu, si byakunyumirwa, nina okubeeramu. Etteeka bwe ligamba okusalawo ebintu bino, era ngambe nti ze kino sikkaanya nakyo, kino nkiganye bwe kirina okubeera. Ensonga ya allowance za commission meetings, yes, tufuna allowances z'enjawulo nga leader of opposition, naye eza commission meetings simanyi na bigenda maaso eyo mu commission meeting nti bamaliza meeting ne basayininga wano eza meeting eno ate situulayo sibampita, so kati sibitegeera na bitegeera. Obutagenda mu ntuula zino kyaffe just ng'aba NUP oba opposition enamba. Ekirungi twakikanyizaako mu shadow cabinet, era shadow cabinet buli kibiina kiina representation mu shadow cabinet. Naye era buli bwe twogera ku nsonga zino nga bwe twagamba tetujja genda kololo ku state of the nation address, budget speech, waliwo abamu abaagenda babeerangamu ekyo temukyewuunya, babeerangamuko abamu. Naye tugamba nti abanaagendayo katusubire banannyonnyola abantu baabwe bakiikirira. Anti nagenze eggulu ne tusaasanya obuwumbi 5, ne tugenda embalala bulala 5, ne tugenda endala 5 nti era bwakuyambye bwe buti. Katusubire banannyonnyola abantu baabwe bakiikirira bakitegeere. Yes, abantu abamu banaaganyulwa mu ntuula zino. Yes, bwe tugenda mu kifo ekimu okupangisa zi woteeri, of course nannyini woteeri ajja kuganyulwamu, nekiba kitegeeza nti ekitundu kyonna kiganyuddwamu, kuba omuntu alina endowooza eyo. Aba talina njawulo ne sipiika kye yayogera bwe yali Erwengo n'agamba nti tewali nnyo buzibu bw'obba ssente n'ogenda n'ogabana n'abalonzi bo. Kye yali agamba yali agamba nti enguzi simbi, mulimu abagifunamu, of course mulimu abagifunamu, oyo azibbye ssente n'abatono bagabanye nabo. Ni kaakati abasinga bo baganyuddwamu ki nga tobbye ssente zaabwe, awe wali obuzibu. Miss Charge nti kaakati parliament ssente bwe ziba nga zirina kukola kino ate mwe mugamba nti zidde ku birala nga medical interns naki, parliament yeeyisa ebintu bino, yeeyisa ebiteeso bino, irisobola okukiisa neega nti kakati zino zive wano zidde wano. Process eyo emanyikiddwa bulungi nti ba medical interns baagala ssente zaabwe, abasirikale, abasomesa naki, nti kakati mulete supplementary budget tuziyise. Parliament yebiyisa nti kakati tutole wano zidde wano. Obuvunaanyizibwa obwo buli eri parliament, so si kipya nnyo. Ebinaateesebwako tunaabyegaana tutya nga tetuliiyo. Ebintu bingi biyita oluusi nga weetuli ne tuyomba wano mu plenary yaffe nera ne babiyisa nga weetuli nga tugamba kino kikyamu, era ebimu bigenze ne mu kkooti nga honorable Zaake bamugoba mu bumenyi bw'amateeka n'agenda mu kkooti n'awangula. So oba weetuli oba tetuliiwo, ekikyamu kisigala kikyamu. Tetuyinza kukozesa mukisa guno kusinkana abantu eyo gye bali. Okusookera ddala tetugende babalimba nti tugenze eyo oba kubarale oba kusinkana abantu, egenda kubeera paalamenti era n'amateeka ga paalamenti nga gafuga ababaka bokka be balina okubeera mu paalamenti, mpozi n'abagenyi abatono abayite era abo nga balina kutuula mu galare inaabeeteekeddwawo, ate tebalina na mukisa gwogera kubanga mu paalamenti babaka bokka be boogera. So baleme kubawuddiisa nti kaakati tugendeeyo kusinkana abantu kuwuliriza bizibu byabwe naki. Already ekyo komiti kizikola, just lwakubanga komiti zireeta ziripooti naye tezikolebwako, teziteekebwa mu nkola. Abo abanaagenda tunaabakola ki? Tubawadde eri abantu baabwe, katusubire banaabannyonnyola nti obuwumbi n'obuwumbi buno buyisiddwa obukozeseddwa bubayamba bwe buti. Katusubire banaabeera n'ekikunnyonnyola abantu baabwe. Serowooza yagambye naye sente zino tezaayisibwa. Munnange bingi abantu bebagamba nti kakati kino kyayita. Of course si kituufu nti buli kiyita kibeera kituufu kutandikirawo, naye n'ekyokubiri bingi bebagamba nti kino kyayita naye nga tekirina we kyayita, era kibeerawo mu lampusaamu ne basokoolayoko. Kati ng'ensonga ya service award nalyo abali bagamba nti ensonga eno paalamenti yagiyisa, nze nabasoomooza ne kaakano tewali yanzizeemu. Nabaga nti omuntu eyagamba nti paalamenti yayisa ensonga ya service award eyo, tuleetere ekiwandiiko otulage nti sente zizino twaziyisa wano, kubanga paalamenti bw'eba eyisa ssente teziyisa mu ŋŋambo, ebiwandiiko bibeerawo. Kaakati tulage nti ekiwandiiko kiikino era twakyogerako bwe tuti ne ku Hansard n'ebirala service award, ne kaakano tewali yakindaze. Simanyi oba mmwe waliwo eyabawadde ekiwandiiko ekyo. Bya bulimba. Mwebale nnyo, mwebale ddala.